tried to live out every other night, thinking of the times that I started falling through. How could I have ever been so out of it? How could I have ever been so tired? just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best. I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight. Now my hair up real big, beauty queen style, high heels off, I'm feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above are seizing like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere, nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go, summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Summertime, summertime sadness. Got that summertime, summertime sadness. Oh, oh, I'm feeling electric tonight. Cruising down the coast, going about 99. Put my bad baby by my heavenly side. I know if I go, I got happy tonight. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above are seizing like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere, nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go, summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Summertime, summertime sadness. Got that summertime, summertime sadness. Oh, oh. Sometimes it feels like I'm just walking on an endless road, like I got somewhere to go. Sometimes I'm feeling scared, but I don't wanna walk alone. You're the hand I wanna hold, 'cause you are everything to me, babe. I don't wanna see you hurt. You should know your worth. You are everything I need, babe. I don't wanna see you frown. I will never let you down, 'cause it's only you. No one compares to you, no. I'll keep fighting and I'll never let you go. Whoa. It's only you. No one compares to you, no. Let me love you and I'll never let you go. Whoa. Sometimes it feels like I'm just walking on an endless road, like I got somewhere to go. Sometimes I'm feeling scared, but I don't wanna walk alone. You're the hand I wanna hold, 'cause you are everything to me, babe. I don't wanna see you hurt. You should know your worth. You are everything I need, babe. I don't wanna see you frown. I will never let you down, 'cause were 15, I remember the car rides, small fights, conversations all night. I never saw you as anything more than a friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older, there's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies, it makes me wonder if there could be something more. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover where we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover what we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. When we were 15, I remember car rides, small fights, conversations all night. I never saw you as anything more than a friend, but now I see you in a new light. We're getting older, there's a sparkle in your eyes that wasn't there before. You give me butterflies, it makes me wonder if there could be something more. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover where we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in. We were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover where we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and we were only kids when we first met. Now let's discover what we haven't yet. I don't wanna wonder what could have been. So baby, take my hand and let my love in.
And you've been acting alright. I've been crying all night. You've been acting alright. 'Cause every time you hide behind these lies, and I can't take it, oh no, I can't take watching it fall apart. Oh no. Now you acting like you don't care at all about my life. Wanna run away, wanna run away. You let me not slip on a mattress on the floor last night. Wanna run away. I've been feeling like everything but alright. All these tears are falling. I'm all alone and you know it. You never asked if I was okay. Anything you wanna say to me? 'Cause I never heard a word. Made me feel the worst. You destroyed my world, yeah, all my life. You were the one that made me feel okay. You used to care, but now you run right to the next one. Sometimes I wanna die. I wanna take my life, and I told you that. Now you acting like you don't care at all about my life. Wanna run away, wanna run away. You let me not slip on a mattress on the floor last night. Wanna run away, wanna run away.
trust me. My mind shuts down and I can't compete. My body's shaking and I'm scared to say just how I feel. Gotta turn on that noise so I can make the right choice. I need to know, 'cause if you won't listen, I might just have to go. I want to leave this out behind. Can breathe. Close this door for peace of mind, 'cause I'm not the one to scream and shout, and you don't wanna talk this out. And I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me. Choose me. So I need to choose me. Choose me. I really need to tell you the truth. Your talk is cheap, but your words cut deep. Don't you understand that you're bringing me down till I'm stuck on the ground? I need to turn on the noise so I can make the right choice. I need to know, can this be different, or should I let this go? I want to leave this out behind. Can't breathe. Close this door for peace of mind, 'cause I'm not the one to scream and shout, and you don't wanna talk this out. And I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me. Choose me. So I need to choose me. Choose me. I really need to, and I don't wanna lose me, so I need to choose me. We can run away from here, from everything that we hold dear. Will you take my hand now? You're the missing piece I found. There's no one else, someone around. A shining beacon leading me to freedom. I feel like I'm dreaming, dreaming. We can take our time, we've got forever. We were broken, but it's time, but it's worth the effort. I won't leave you behind. Will you stay by my side? I won't leave you behind. Will you stay by my side? We can run away from here, from everything that we hold dear. Will you take my hand now? You're the missing piece I found. There's no one else, someone around. A shining beacon leading me to freedom. I feel like I'm dreaming, dreaming. We can take our time, we've got forever. We were broken by the time, but it's worth the effort. I won't leave I've been going off for broke for my friends to like me, oh, but I know they see right through me cause they listen to my songs, yeah. But I don't care, no baby, I don't care. People always tell me take a breath, hey, hey, hey. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away. Is there something I could take for this pain to go away? Cause I've tried 100 methods and they always seem to fail. Am I crazy? Don't tell me I'm crazy. I just need to find another way. Hey, hey, hey. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away. For me, myself and I, cause I'm so bloody tired, yeah. But I'm alright, trust me baby, I'm alright. I'll just sit back and enjoy the ride, hi, hi, hi. I've been looking for something that haunts me all night. I've been staying up hours until the sunrise. Just so casual, always living the same life. I don't really mind, but I just need to take some time to get away. To forget, but I hide my regrets. Standing on the bridge, I'm trying to let the light in. But if I can't hold you, then I don't want nothing. Ooh, ooh, come on, let me go. Maybe I could, but I still don't want to. Look at old photos, reminisce. It's a blessing and a curse. Think I'm addicted to it. Ooh, ooh, come on, let it go. Ooh.
get through. You'll make it out okay. Fight for what you are. A leap of faith won't drag it out again. I'll show you there is more to me. You know what I want. I'll spell it out if I need to. Afraid of the fall. I'll spell it out if I need to. I know what I want. Do you? Won't let you hold me back. Won't let you hold me back. Won't let you hold me back. Wake up, we're through, not fading out again. Faith in what is new. Blinded by guilt, you were the one to blame. Don't need you, forgot you. You know what I want. I'll spell it out if I need to. I know what I want. Do you? Won't let you hold me back. Won't let you hold me back. Won't let you hold me back.
Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm a good old baddie, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up. I'm a good old baddie. I'm a good old 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 guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye, though it took some time to survive you. I'm better on the other side. I'm a good old baddie, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show. I'm a all good over it. I'm 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 all good over it. Don't come out. Don't stop caring about me now. Walk away. You know how. Don't stop caring about me now.
So let me take a breath and step away. 'Cause I'm looking back at all the plans we made, and it feels like we're starting to make our way. If I get lost in the moment, if I get lost in the feeling, if I don't know that I'm dreaming, don't wake me. Cause I'm flying higher than I have before. Got no feet on the ground with nothing to hold me down. Got no reason to change all the choices I made, cause they're pulling me closer to where I wanna be. Yes, I don't wanna go down from this place, cause I can let go of my faith. If I get lost in the moment, if I get lost in the feeling, if I don't know that I'm dreaming, don't wake me.
Someone else. Give you my emotions. I just tryna give you all my love. All my love is never enough, never enough. Is never enough, never enough.
Right, good evening everybody. Let's get the microphone in place. That's better. Right, how are we all doing? It's Saturday night. Here we are again, back with your latest Fast 50 online pub quiz. And tonight, because some of you asked for it, we're going to be doing famous buildings and architecture. No guest writer tonight. Your guest writer essentially is me. So everything you try and answer tonight is all down to me. So apologies in advance if you don't like it, but you know what you're going to do. Okay, live chat is up and running over here. You know the score. You know how this works. If you are playing along and watching tonight, do please say hello, even if it's just a quick hello, and then you concentrate on the quiz. Just get involved and say hello, and we will give an imaginary bonus point all the way up the top. She beat me. Look at this. I came in at 707. She came in at 706. Mihaela is racking up these imaginary bonus points. I can only imagine what sort of prize she is going for. Who knows? Aranush came in second. Then Nigel over in the UK. George, Mihai, Dana and Sue playing in the UK as well. Good evening to all of you. I hope you're looking forward to a fun yet competitive quiz this evening. Good evening to you, Andre, as well. Okay, so with a backdrop of New York City and some pretty stunning architecture, obviously some of these buildings behind me might be in this quiz tonight. Who knows? Well, I do. You'll find out as we go. Good evening, Sylvia. Thank you for joining us. Let's talk about Wednesday night's quiz and what went down. Okay, it was Outnumbered that took the top spot. He was the only player to beat the 5,000 points, which, as we've discovered, with the new scoring system, is the real target. One person has managed to hit 6,000 points. We all know who that is. But 5,000 points, you have to feel if you can hit 5,000 points in a quiz, you're going to end up in the top 10 for sure, and possibly a lot higher. So well done to Brian, who is outnumbered over there in Northern Ireland. He picked up the top prize, and he was kind enough to give the prize straight back, because the prize was a case of Clark cider delivered somewhere in Bucharest, and then we banged it onto the lucky wheel at the end of the quiz, and we were lucky enough to give away another prize. So that was very cool. Well done to James as well, who had a real battle with Brian, outnumbered there, all the way down to the last question. Actually, it was the second to last question, wasn't it, James, where you just slipped up? But it doesn't matter. Still a great performance. And Ariel Souls, young Catty there, picking up some more detergent to add to her collection. With Bula, who was a 2 or 3 time reigning champion at that point, he came in 4th. Well done to everybody else who picked up pizza there from 4th down to 10th, courtesy of Jerry's Pizza. Don't worry if you haven't had your text message yet, because I haven't sent your numbers off yet, because I was waiting for one more which arrived today. I will do that tomorrow morning, I promise, and we'll arrange all of your pizza for you. Right, so talking to point scoring, so 5,000 points is the big target. That's what we're looking to try and get tonight. It's a tough old quiz, so I don't know whether we will reach that point, but, you know, maybe you'll guess your way there. Who knows? So let's talk about the point scoring in front of a quite bizarre building, which some of you may have seen before, or maybe I almost put this in the quiz tonight, but I'd kind of written the quiz and then remembered this and thought, you know, we have to have this. So obviously, we've not got the chat next to me at the moment. We're going to talk about point scoring, but does anybody know the country where you can find this Tower Bridge replica behind me? Anybody want to have a guess at the country? Just pop it in the chat. We'll have a look in a minute. Right, scoring. 100 points if you get it right. You obviously play along using your phone, your tablet, or your laptop or your PC. 100 points if you get something right. Big fat 0 if you get it wrong. We have some questions which have multiple answers, so there'll be one question and then 5 possible answers, and you have to try and get all 3 of them. If you get all 3 of them, 100 points, and if you get just 1 or 2 of them, you get 20 points for those instead. So you can either get 20, 40 or 100. Excuse me. Timing wise, we give you around 10 seconds. It's a little bit longer on a lot of the questions, you know, 10 to sort of 12-13 seconds if you need a little bit more time to read the question. With the multiple answer questions, 15 seconds dead, and we give a bonus as well to every single player on every single question. If you get it right, the quicker you answer, the more points you will get, up to a maximum of 50 points. So if you answer within the first second or so, you will get the maximum of 50. If it goes all the way down to the last second, you'll only get a couple of bonus points. So the quicker you are, the faster you are, the more points you can score. And it's a very fair way of doing it, because it obviously goes by the countdown on your handset. So it doesn't matter if your internet connection, etc., is slow. It goes by your connection. So it just makes it super fair and a lot more fun for everybody. So that's the bonus points in terms of answering questions. The vast majority, as always, are multiple choice. Some of the multiple choice we call first letter, where instead of a full answer, you'll only get individual letters. You need to know the answer, what that answer begins with, click on the letter to get the points. We have picture answers, not many of those tonight, 1 or 2, I think. Picture answers where there are 4 pictures. Look at the question, look at the pictures, click and confirm the picture that you think is the correct answer. And then open-ended questions. Now, these ones are very important to pay attention to. Open-ended questions, a keyboard will appear on your handset, and you have to enter. It could be letters, it could be numbers. but we will tell you exactly what you need to enter. The important thing here, no punctuation, no spaces, just the answer. So if we ask you for the first letter of a country, and the country is Brazil, you just put the letter B for Brazil, okay? We might ask you for a year. If we ask you for a year, then you have to put all 4 digits. Now, listen to what I say and look at your handset. It will tell you exactly how many digits should be in your answer. It will either say 2, 1, 4, whatever. Pay attention. Don't let yourself down by knowing the answer and not entering it correctly. Excuse me. Right, let's have a look at some prizes, shall we? I think you all know how the scoring works. And the chat will pop back up in a second, and we'll have a look and see if anybody knew where that big bridge was. So we're back to El Torito tonight. China. Let's have a look. Yeah, who was the first one? Jen, well done, mate. You get a bonus, imaginary bonus point there. That was indeed in China. It was based, I think it was pretty obvious, based on the Tower Bridge of London, but they doubled it, and it's a real bridge. It doesn't rise, but you can go and see it in China. They've got loads of replicas of stuff over there, but it's pretty spectacular, pretty amazing. So well done to those of you that spotted it. Good evening, Craig. Good evening to Wana, who has joined us as well. Okay, then, top prize tonight, dinner from El Torito. So remember, we alternate between El Torito and Banjo Jack. When it's Banjo Jack, it is actually at Banjo Jack. You have to go along there and enjoy your prize. But with El Torito, it is home delivery. And the winner tonight will receive 200 lei, and the runner-up will receive 100 lei. You don't need to do anything. I will have your name, providing you're using your name, of course, during the quiz. If you're using a nickname and I don't know who you are, make sure you let me know who you are, because I will pass your name onto El Torito, and then you can order between Monday and Friday and get that delivery sent out to you. And if you are looking to get some munchies, some dinner in, you fancy treating yourselves, do look them up. The phone number is on the screen. You can order online, El Torito at eltorito.ro, and look them up on Facebook. Just remember the dots there, al.torito.bucharest, and you can go and follow them and give them back a bit of love, because they love us. They've been supporting us for quite a while, and we do urge you, if you're going to get a takeout, please consider El Torito and Banjo Jack as well. I love both of them. They're both fantastic. Not just saying that because they're a prize sponsor. I do order from them both as a customer as well. All right, what else have we got? We've got some spot prizes. We'll say hello to James, who's playing along tonight. Litza is coming in as well, playing over there in the UK, joining us. So spot prizes, we have got a few spot prizes to give away, and they're all basically the same. I stumbled upon these rather cool 3D puzzles. My nieces actually had one of these, and they really enjoyed putting it together, so I figured I'd go and pick up some more, and I've managed to get the Arc de Triomphe, the Empire State Building, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the Statue of Liberty. They're quite large, these things, so a bit of fun, 3D puzzles that you build and then you can put on display. The Arc de Triomphe, obviously from Paris, but it's the same as or should we say R1 here in Bucharest is pretty much the same. Is there much difference apart from size? I don't think there's too much, is there? So third place tonight will get the Arc de Triomphe, 20th place will get the Empire State Building, the 40th player will get the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and the Statue of Liberty will go to our player in 60th place. So a bit of fun, and you can pick those up from me this evening when I go down to Mojo to deliver prizes. Come and get your prizes tonight if you can. That would be wonderful. Or just drop me a line and let me know that you have some prizes. Tell me what those prizes are, and I can bundle them together and I can put them in a little safe bag or whatever, and you can pick them up anytime. But do let me know in advance if you want to do that. So here's our Lucky Wheel prize tonight. It is pretty darn cool. I didn't know whether to sort of go for a nice big architecture book or something like that. And then I thought, you know what, I have got some very cool extra building prizes, and why not give away a giant Millennium Falcon that can be built as well? So a bit of a tenuous link when we're talking architecture and buildings. It's obviously not a building, but it is something that you can build. And so the winner on the Lucky Wheel tonight will win this enormous Star Wars Millennium Falcon builder set. It comes with a massive book and all the parts you need to build the Millennium Falcon. And if you don't like it, I'm absolutely sure that you will know some kids or a Star Wars fan that will adore it. So that's a pretty darn cool prize, and we will give that away, a chance for gold and silver Patreons to win that later this evening. Right. So there you go. Aranush had one of these. Yeah, the Tower of London. I couldn't find any London ones. I have got them here. So here's one. But here's the I've got the old green screen going there. There we go. So there's a Triumph Arch. They're very nice. They're very good fun. And then this massive Millennium Falcon, which we're going to give away later as well. So one of you will win that. There's Han on the back. Look. It's very nice. Lovely. Right, what we got? A couple of minutes till we get going. So tonight, questions on architecture. So obviously buildings and structures and monuments and anything that you can think of that rises from the ground and might house people. That's essentially architecture. Also, architecture itself, as in maybe there's some implements or that sort of thing in there. Famous buildings. I've tried to cover pretty much everything that I could. Some of the questions are pretty tough, but you know, I've done these quizzes for you before and I say, oh, I've written it and I'm a bit worried that this is going to be tough for you guys, and then we start playing and you're just smashing out the correct answers left, right and center. As I say, with the prizes, we are going to start recycling them from Halloween, okay? Because Halloween's in a couple of weeks. We will have a Halloween quiz because this quiz Saturday night falls on Halloween, October the 31st. That's going to be a lot of fun. Now, once we hit that quiz and we go past into November, I'm going to start recycling the prizes that haven't been picked up. So all you've got to do, and a couple of you have done this, and I really appreciate it, drop me a line if you've won prizes to confirm that you would like them. I don't know why you wouldn't, but just confirm that you would like them. And if you can pick them up from Mojo, not necessarily when I'm there. I am there tonight and you can come down and see me and pick them up. If you want to get them another time, just let me know in advance so I can put them aside, put a little sticky note on them so that the staff know that they are for you, and then you can go down and collect them, okay? But I need to prepare that. So be nice and help me out so we can get you your prizes. Otherwise, you're going to see the prizes that you've won being given to someone else. That's just how it works. Right, get your handsets ready. I think we should get into this, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. I think it's time to get going. 78 players signing in. We're expecting a few more. That's fine. It's quite a good turnout for a Saturday night because I know everybody's still out having a beer or having some dinner. So thank you for joining. Look, a few more signing in as we speak. 50 back-to-back questions. Do have some fun. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see if I make any mistakes tonight. Made one last week, didn't I, on Wednesday? Let's see if there's any that you can spot tonight. Get ready, everybody. Have a look at your handsets, and away we go. Let's head over to our playing screen. I've just got onto the wrong one. Let's get onto the playing screen. How many traditional windmills are there in Amsterdam is your first question. Ignore the wheel on your screen. I'm going to flick over to the playing screen now. So 88 or 188, that's what we're looking for. Ignore the wheel. It will disappear in a second. There we are. We're now on our playing screen. How many traditional windmills are there? There's only 8, and 23% of you getting that one right. Nobody too sure by the looks of things. So it was a real split across all 4 answers. Jen takes an early lead with Susie Sue, both on 127. 122 for Quiz of Oz. Mrs. P, Sally Salsa, they make up the top 5, also on 122. So you can see the bonus points do separate people nicely. If you've got the same score as somebody, we separate you on speed of your overall answering. Here's question number 2. What is the official residence of the President of France? What is the official residence of the President of France? Now, I'm throwing what I think maybe are a couple of simple ones towards the start, or, you know, some that are a little bit easier. But it's always pressured, isn't it, when you haven't got too much time. But 84.2% of you getting this one, which was expected at the Elysee Palace, which you can see in the picture there. Jen still holds on to a lead by a measly 1 point from the Wizard of Oz. Sally Salsa into 3rd. Susie Sue's there in 4th. And Mrs. John Thornton, good evening to you, into the top 5 with 251. Sip of water. It's just vitamin water. It's actually magnesium water tonight. By that, I don't mean I'm drinking magnesium. I mean I've got a magnesium supplement. Yum, yum. Number 3, the Leadenhall Building in London is referred to by what nickname? The Leadenhall Building in London is referred to by what nickname? Cheese Grater, House of X, Mohican, or the Ironing Board. You can see it on your screens there, so you can take a big fat guess. Helps if you live in London, or certainly in or around London. It's known as the Cheese Grater. You could probably have taken a guess because of its distinctive wedge shape there. It just looks like the kitchen utensil. So Jen, doing pretty well at the moment. Stretches away, but with the tiniest of leads. 5 points over Sally Salsa. Mrs. John Thornton, Wizard of Oz is there. Susie Sue is still hanging around in the top 5. As well. 3 questions down. I hope you're enjoying it. We've still got lots of players that haven't got one wrong. It gets difficult to monitor that. There you go. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge connects Brooklyn with which other borough? There you go, Litza. I was going to ask a question just about the cheese grater, and I thought, you know, that's not its name, is it? So I should really come up with the real name. Already learned something after 3 questions. So the Verrazano Narrows Bridge connects Brooklyn with Staten Island. 32.4% of you getting that one right. Did put a picture there of Staten Island. I wonder whether that might help you a little bit, but a bit tricky. Manhattan, definitely not. Manhattan, there is a bridge called the Brooklyn Bridge, which you may have heard of. That's the main one that goes over there. But yeah, Staten Island, well done if you got it. Jen sadly trips up there, but Sally Salsa gets it with a massive bonus. Quiz of Oz, Gaza into the top 5. Jen and Mrs. John Thornton, that is your top 5 after 4 questions. In English, what is the first letter of this structure's name? Jen, people also like to leave Staten Island. The bridge works both ways. Does that mean? Oh, well, I doubt we have any Staten Island players joining in. In English, what is the first letter of this structure's name? No trick questions here. E for Eiffel Tower, and 80% of you getting it right. Now, I did say in English, to be fair, because, of course, Tour Eiffel in French, so we didn't want you to go and put T. You needed to put the E. Quiz de Voz into the lead, 619. Jen, 524, fighting back. Love it. Gazza's still in third. Sally Sousa's there. Mrs. John Thornton as well. Yeah, Jen, Staten Island, never been. I have been all over New York, never made it over to Staten Island, never had any reason to go. Number 6, I've already upset Awana. What type of brick is this? Yeah, they said that you couldn't ask a question about a brick. Coming at you with brick questions. What type of brick is on your screen? Awana, it's the T. You put T for the Eiffel Tower. Now, come on. Eiffel Tower is its name. Hollow brick is the correct answer. Very guessable question, but I thought it was a fun one to put in there. 70.5% of you getting it right. Hollow bricks are pretty much used in most masonry jobs these days. I think any builders here will probably back me up there. Quiz of the Voz, Sally Salsa, Mrs. John Thornton, Slippery Jack, Susie Sue. Guys, if you put T for the is not part of its name. But that's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, next question. Number 7. In which city would you find this building? Ankara, Riyadh, Barcelona, Accra. So in which city would you find this building? I think, Litsa, what you're trying to say is it's fun to leave on the ferry, but I get your gist. Barcelona is the correct answer. Not too tricky. 88.8%. What a lovely number. Basilica de la Sagrada Familia, known as the Sagrada Familia, is a large unfinished Roman... Yeah, we've asked about this before. It's unfinished, large Roman Catholic minor basilica in Barcelona. I tried to get a slightly different angle, but you can't really fail to recognise it, can you? Quiz de Voz, Mrs. John Thornton. Dan, good evening to you. James, okay, comes into the top 5 as well. Good evening, Mihai. Number 8, what is the first letter of the capital city that this photo was taken in? The first letter of the capital city that photo was taken in. One letter answer, remember, just one letter. Don't try and type out the whole name. We just want one letter. Let's see how many of you got this. 20% of you only. S for Sydney. That is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Right close up and along the side. So a bit tricky, but well done if you're the 1 out of 5 that got that. Quiz of Oz got it, and James did as well. He's jumped up, as did Mrs. John Thornton. Delia and Martin come into the top 5 as well. Lovely and close, and nice to see lots of... Oh, I put capital, Nigel. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. There's your mistake, guys. Still the same answer. Often used by architects, what is this item called? Nigel, I'm so sorry. I put capital. I meant to just put city. I was on autopilot. Yes, thanks, Max. I know Canberra is the capital of Australia. It's a mishap in me writing up the question, not me thinking Sydney is the capital of Australia. Just meant to put city, just on autopilot. But hopefully you got it right. Anyway, proportional scale is the answer there. I'd like to think that that was a guessable one because definitely not a circle protractor, and size finder, reproduction ruler were just things I made up. Proportional scale is the correct answer. Well done if you got that one. Quiz the Boz, James D, Draper Helen 6, and MK with Family Terp in 5th as well. Sorry for screwing up that question, but the answer was still the same. That picture was taken in Sydney. All right, number 10. In what country will you find the 54-floor building known as the Turning Torso? In what country will you find the 54-floor building? That's really difficult to say. 54-floor building. Anyway, known as a Turning Torso, it's in the picture there. It's in Sweden, Turning Torso. It's a neo-futurist residential skyscraper in Sweden, the tallest building in Scandinavia, and it is the world's first twisting skyscraper. Pretty darn cool. All right, Quiz de Voz still leads the way. Good quiz for them so far, but they're only one correct answer ahead of Tukulianu, with Gerald Trivia coming into 3rd. James is there in 4th, and Draper Helen 6th. You're down in 5th. So only a minor mistake so far tonight. I don't know how I managed to do that. Number 11. 3 answers, please. Select the 3 earliest architecture styles. Parametricism. That's easy for me to say. Art Deco, Neo-Gothic, Art Nouveau, Renaissance. Parametricism. Oh my days, why do I do this to myself? Anyway, we're looking for Neo-Gothic, Art Nouveau and Renaissance. Parametricism. That's it, I got it that time, is the most up-to-date type of architecture style that you could possibly have. Quiz of Oz becomes the first player to break through 1,000 points. Well done, 11 questions it took you. Gerald to Trivia into second. James is in third. Draper Helen is in fourth. And a great quiz from Mihai so far. You're in fifth. Top 2 get a prize here. Top 3 get a prize. Question number 12. In 2013, the White House turned down a petition to build what fictional structure on the basis it would cost around $850 quadrillion? Did give you a few more seconds here. Now, I did put fictional structure as opposed to fictional building because it is a structure rather than a building, and it is the Death Star. There was a petition of over 20,000 names that said, we need a Death Star. And the White House, to be fair, tongue-in-cheek, actually put a little fun report together and pointed out the cost would be in the region of $850 quadrillion. Still think it's worth doing. Anyway, Quiz of Oz didn't get it, allowing James to catch up. He's in second. Draper Helen in third. MK moves up to fourth, and Exquizme is there in fifth. I know, he'll probably find the blueprints or something, Gem, right? The Great Pyramid of Giza was originally covered with what? Why do you need a Death Star to create brilliant movies? That's why. I'm not entirely sure. The things people will petition, right? Polished limestone is the correct answer. Congratulations to 1.3% of you that went for glitter. Wouldn't that have been wonderful if it was just like some sort of school crafts, you know, just cover it in Pritt stick and pasta shapes and glitter. Brilliant. All right, 74.7% of you getting it then. Limestone, it used to be white, so what you can see there is the basically underneath, so the pyramids were white. Quiz of Oz, James, McKay, Draper Helen, Jen back into the top 5 as well. Number 14. What is the largest inhabited castle in the world? The largest inhabited castle in the world? Remember, Hogwarts Castle is on there. Let's see if anybody gets it. Hogwarts Castle is, of course, fake, but 3.8% of you still believing those books. Windsor Castle, it's one of the official residences of Queen Elizabeth II, who spends many weekends of the year at the castle using it for both state and private entertaining, and it is a home, making it the largest inhabited castle in the world. 52.6% of you getting it. Great question for James, who leaps into the lead. Draper Helen follows him, as does Exquizme as well, up into third. Quiz of Oz drops down to fourth, and okay, 4 letters, and it's difficult to say. You're there in fifth. Here's number 15. What is the tallest monument in the United States? The tallest monument in the United States. Now, that is a monument in the United States of the Jolly Green Giant, but it's not him. All right, time is up. The Gateway Arch is the correct answer. St. Louis. What do you say, Jen? St. Louis? We say St. Louis, yeah. I shouldn't say St. Louis. Missouri, anyway, 630 feet. It's more than twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. Draper Helen into the lead. Exquizme second. Quiz of Oz. James D. Mrs. John Thornton. Thanks for spelling it. That really helps with the pronunciation, Jen. Louis. St. Louis, as in the Cardinals, right? St. Louis, yeah. 16. In what year was the blueprint process first introduced? In what year was the blueprint process first introduced? Thanks, Nige. Yeah, I mean, it's like NFL, I should have just remembered, as in the St. Louis Cardinals. That's how I would remember. 1842, believe it or not, blueprints came into effect, and actually lots of you do believe it. 62.8% of you getting it right. Not used as much now, up until like 80s, 90s, but with computers and the like, not so much need for them. But aren't they beautiful? Some of them would go for a lot of money if you can ever lay your hands on them. Quiz of Oz, 1440, Exquizme in second, James D third, Draper Helen fourth, and MK is there in fifth. My brother has some original Star Wars blueprints of buildings. He can't tell you how he got on. True or false, up until 1272, the Leaning Tower of Pisa leaned in the opposite direction to what it does now. So up until 1272, did it lean the other way? True or false? What have you gone for? It's true! This is a great little bit of trivia. 19.2% of you getting it right. Now, it was left for over 100 years when they started building it, and there was only 3 floors. But when they started putting the extra floors on top, centre of gravity moved, and the whole thing shifted the other way. But they actually knew within the first couple of weeks that the ground was terrible, but they just carried on building anyway. But genuinely, it did shift from one direction to another. Well done, Jen, for getting it into the lead. Quiz of Oz, Exquizme, Dan and James, that's your top 5. Here's number 18. In what country would you find the world's tallest lighthouse? Now, that is the lighthouse in the picture. So no trick question here. No trick picture, should I say. The lighthouse is in the picture. The UK, Saudi Arabia, Canada, or Iceland. It is Saudi Arabia. I think you can kind of see it looks like Middle Eastern, maybe. I don't know. The Jeddah Light in Saudi Arabia, it's 436 feet tall. It's a bit of a monster. Quiz of Oz. Just ahead of Excuse Me, James is fighting back. Nobody Owens is into the top 5 for the first time. Good evening to you guys. I hope you're watching. And Jen is still hanging around in the top 5 as well. I've got a feeling we're going down to the final question tonight, guys. This is going to be a close one. Here's number 19. Which famous artist is buried in Rome's Pantheon? You'll find that when you look up measurements, I didn't go and convert them all. Almost all buildings are measured, I'm afraid, in feet. That's what it was coming up as. But anyway, it's not part of the question. Raphael is the correct answer. 25% of you getting that one right. Jen goes from 5th to 1st, just like that. This is the beauty of using this new scoring system. I really am enjoying it because it does give people a chance to just catch up. So Jen into the lead, Quiz of the Oz 2nd, Excuse Me 3rd, Dan and James, they've been hanging around for a bit. They're in the top 5 still. Oh, I don't know. What's 436 feet? Divided by 3 and a bit. So what, like maybe 150 meters? I don't know, roughly. Someone will work it out properly. The 5 tallest buildings in Europe can all be found in which country? The 5 tallest buildings in Europe can all be found in which country? I have a feeling, Warner, just to keep you happy, there might be some meter questions later. I have a feeling. I'm not sure. Russia is the correct answer. 25.3% of you getting it right. The UK is not even near the top 10. So it's mainly Russia. Russia, I think, is 8 out of the top 10 in Europe. I think it's 8 or 9 out of the top 10. Anyway, definitely the top 5. James now into the lead. Look at this, changing with every question. Nobody Owens in 2nd. Jen down to 3rd. Quiz of Oz is in 4th. And Excuse Me is there in 5th. We haven't seen Bula yet. Would like to think that he's playing. He very rarely misses a quiz. He's not been in the top 5 yet, though. Here's number 21. The Baxter Building is the fictional headquarters for which superhero group? That's kind of a picture of it. Didn't want to give too much away. So the Baxter Building is the fictional headquarters for which superhero group? This is a famous building question. The Fantastic Four. The building is depicted in Manhattan and its 5 upper floors house the Fantastic Four's headquarters. I couldn't show you a proper picture because it has a massive 4 on the top. 51.3% of you getting that one right. It's been a good couple of questions for young James, who stays in the lead, but Dan jumps up to 2nd. Gerald to Trivia back into the top 5, into 3rd place. Nobody Owens down to 4th, and Jen is hanging around still in 5th place. Will we get a first time winner tonight? That would be nice. Number 22. At what number Pennsylvania Avenue is the White House located? At what number Pennsylvania Avenue is the White House? 16, 17, 18 or 1900? Time is up. 1600 and lots of you going for 17 and 18, but it's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. 46.8% of you getting it right, so the majority, which is good. And it's all changed again, but James is in the lead, 1855, with Dan in 2nd. Nobody Owens in 3rd. Jen moves up a place, 1737, and Christy T comes into the top 5 for the very first time, 1731, and all of these players are within just one correct answer of going into 1st place. Pretty darn cool. All right, we're approaching halfway, but here is question number 23 first. What is the first letter of the country that is home to the world's tallest clock tower? And there is a picture of it. J, S, U or M are your options. J, S, U or M. The country that is home to the world's tallest clock tower. It's another Saudi Arabia question, guys. Look at this. The Mecca Royal Clock Tower in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. 24.3% of you getting that one right. It's an absolute monster, isn't it? Just look at the mountains and the other buildings around it. How can you even see that to tell the time? The clouds must get in the way, I would have thought. I don't know. Anyway, James approaching 2,000 points. Nobody Owens goes into 2nd. Dan down to 3rd. Gerald Trivia 4th. And Jen still holding on to 5th place. Top 3 get prizes. Here's number 24. In 1964, who made an 8-hour silent film that consisted of a single shot of the Empire State Building? How much money for you to sit down and watch all of this without falling asleep? It is an 8-hour silent film consisting of a single shot of the Empire State Building, and it was the artist Andy Warhol that made it. 34.2% of you getting it right. That's all it is. I mean, that is a shot from the movie. That's it. I mean, obviously you see the sky moving and you see lights going on and off. That's it. 8 hours, 5 minutes. James breaks that 2,000 points and goes on to 2,074. Dan, Gerald to Trivia, Christy T and Nobody Owens make up your top 5. Stylish, using a stylus, Jen. How very flash. Select 3 buildings that have at some point in history held the title of world's tallest skyscraper. So, 3 answers here. I would imagine that people have watched it, Timia, but pointless. But then we're still talking about it in, this day and age. So that's art, right? So we were looking for the Woolworth Building, New York, the Sears Tower, Chicago, and Taipei 101 in Taipei. Those were your 3 answers. Most of you getting them right. Landmark Tower and the Bank of China, both very, very, very big skyscrapers. They have never been regarded as the world's tallest skyscraper at any point in time. The dates are on your screen if you want to see them. James, then, great question for you. He's now got a bit of a lead over Nobody Owens. Dan in 3rd, Gerald to Trivia is there in 4th, and Christy T in 5th. This yoga class in the picture is taking place within which London structure? Jen, can you not, human stylus, buddy? 3D. So that yoga class is taking place within which London structure? That is Tower Bridge. I mean, look, we showed you the massive China Tower Bridges, and I thought that might help you out a little bit. It's got this glass walkway 42 metres above the River Thames. It used to be a real walkway, and it used to be full of pickpockets and prostitutes and what have you, going back to the 19th century, and they actually had to shut it down because it was so dangerous up there. And now, as you can see, it's glass bottomed, and you can do yoga classes up there. Pretty cool. James, Christy, Nobody Owens, Jen back in the top 5, and Dan is in 5th. With 1957. Number 27, on July the 14th, 1789, during the French Revolution, how many prisoners were released from the Bastille when it was famously stormed by a revolutionary crowd? Giving you a couple of extra seconds here. So how many prisoners were released from the Bastille, one of the most famous prisons in history? Just 7, and pleasingly, the majority of you getting it. So 36.7%. There's this vision that there was hundreds and hundreds of people that got released, but there were just 7. Just 7 prisoners remained in the Bastille, and those were the ones that were broken out. James gets it wrong, but he's still in the lead. But Christy T jumps right up into 2nd place. Nobody Owens is still in 3rd. Gerald to Trivia, 4th. Jen, now using her finger and not her stylus, is in 5th. 1,980 points for you. We're well over halfway. Here's number 28. What nickname is given to the building in the picture? Found in Prague. It has a nickname. What is that name? It is one of the answers on your screen. I wouldn't be surprised if lots of you have been there. I have not been to Prague, obviously, but I haven't been to this particular house, which is known as the Dancing House. Isn't that rather lovely? The Dancing House. 61.7% of you getting that right. James D holds on to the lead, getting one right. Christy still in 2nd. Nobody Owens 2252. Gerald to Trivia 2183. Roxy into the top 5 this evening. Well done. You're through 2,000 points as well with 2,108, and it's still super, super close. Remember, 150 points per question. You can catch up. Here's number 29. With which series of books would you associate the address 12 Grimwald Place, London? Bond, Holmes, Narnia, Potter are your 4 options. 12 Grimwald Place, London. Now, this is one of those questions that I would not know, for it is Harry Potter, and I have never watched the movie or read the books. Never will. The Black family, so Sirius Black, him I do know. I've got his Funko Pop down here, which I will give away at a future quiz at some point. Oh, blurring out, there I am. All right, Christy T takes over the lead from James. Nobody Owens in 3rd. Ruxy moving on up into 4th place. Dan there in 5th. So Christy T, a 100-point exact lead over James, who got that one wrong. Bit of a tricky one. Here's your next question, number 30. If you seek his monument, look around you is written on the tomb of the architect Sir Christopher Wren. Where in London is his tomb? It is one of those 4 buildings. So essentially, where is the architect Sir Christopher Wren buried? And it is a rather lovely inscription in Latin. If you seek his monument, look around you, because he did design St. Paul's Cathedral. 54.7% getting it right. That is where his tomb lies. So Christy T holds on to his lead, and it's a bit of a change, actually. We've got Nobody Owens going into 2nd place and Dan up to 3rd. And good evening to Outnumbered. We spoke about him earlier, and he's up into 4th, our reigning champion. James drops all the way down to 5th, but still very, very close. 20 questions to go. Here's number 31. Which of the following architectural terms describes the interior curve of an arch? Proper architecture question here. I would imagine we've got an architect or two playing along tonight, so these questions are going to play right into your hands, I would imagine. So the interior curve of an arch is the intrados. The outer area of an arch, I have learnt, is the extrados. That is a fact that I have learnt this week. All right, what we got then? Christy still leading the way and doing rather well, 2,635. Nobody Owens is there with 2,515. Dan is also there, outnumbered fourth, and the family Turp for the first time into the top five, 2,426. It is very, very close, just a couple of hundred points between first and fifth. Here's number 32. What's the name for a type of tall, slender tower built into or adjacent to mosques? Yeah, Timia, I should imagine it influenced heavily by Dali paintings, potentially, that building. I'm with you on that one. Minaret, we studied this at school, so it's something I would have known, and look, all of you do as well. 84%, it's basically the focal point of the mosque. It's where you would receive the Muslim call to prayer. Christy then holds on to his lead. It's as you were, apart from fifth place. So it's Nobody Owens in second, Dan third, outnumbered fourth, and Gerald to Trivia, Edward, comes back into the top five. 2,558 points for you. Just a couple of hundred points separating our top five, and here is number 33. In what year did fire destroy most of the Notre Dame de Paris Cathedral in Paris? Enter a 4-digit answer. Just the year, 4 digits. When was it? In case you didn't hear about this, I have put a picture on the screen, but I'm sure we all know about it. Let's see how many of you got this. Look at that. Now, I knew people would get this wrong, even though it was last year, because this year has just messed up our memories in terms of recent history, right? 2019, April last year, less than half of you getting that. And I kind of knew it would happen because I thought it was 2018 when I wrote that question. I had to go and check. Right, Christy T, good question for you. You hold on to your lead. Dan, second. James back into third. Nobody Owens is down to fourth. And Family Turp, fifth place, 2,637. Number 34, which of these buildings is not predominantly made from marble? Lisa, it's just one of those funny things, you know. Recent history, it sometimes can just feel so much further away. And there's also events that sometimes seem like they were a lot more recent than they actually were. The Hagia Sophia Grand Mosque in Istanbul is the correct answer here. Washington Monument, Pantheon in Rome, and the Taj Mahal, all very much made predominantly of marble. There are some marble pillars that hold up the Hagia Sophia, but it is masonry, it is bricks and mortar. The majority of. Christy still holds on to his lead, approaching 3,000 points. Dan, James is really fighting back. He's got third place. Dana, fourth place. And Family Turp in fifth. Good point, Jen. All right, look at the picture. It's a close-up of which famous building? Look at the picture on your screens. It is a close-up of which famous building. If something major happens and we're in Mojo, there's, especially in the past, you know, there's no way that you would know when that was. The Taj Mahal, that is a close-up of the Taj Mahal. 61.3% of you getting it right. I thought that was a really tricky one. I felt a bit mean putting that in, but you've proved me wrong. 61.3, smashing it. So James fighting right back here. Christy T holds on to his lead, but James dropped out the top five, came back in, now jumped back up to second. He's got the second place. Family Turp moving on up as well. They're in third, outnumbered fourth, and Dan is still hanging around in fifth place. It's still tremendously close, as you can see from the scores, less than 200 points. All right, in architecture, what is the topmost part of a column called? Litza, you're absolutely spot on. You could tell by the patterns, I think, that it was the Taj Mahal, but still tricky. So what is the topmost part of a column called? Now, those four items, shaft, base, plinth and capital, are indeed all parts of a column, but capital is the part at the top. And Christy does indeed break those 3,000 points, 3,114. I was just singing the praises of James. He's gone and disappeared. Outnumbered moves into second. Gerald to Trivia comes back into the top five. He's in third. Nobody Owens holds on to fourth, and Dan holds on to fifth. So just like that, it's all changed. Yeah, nice. There were some Arabic inscriptions on there, so hopefully people could pick those up. Might be difficult to see on a phone. All right, picture question. Which of these famous French buildings is named after a president? Click and confirm your answer. A couple of extra seconds here to make sure you can get your answers in. One of those four iconic buildings is named after a president. It is the Centre Pompidou, and I'm expecting it to be high indeed. It is 78.7% of you getting it right. Georges Pompidou, the president of France from 69 to 74, he commissioned the building, and they were so thankful they named the whole thing after him. And what a beautiful building it is as well. Christy T, just that little bit of a lead. Outnumbered in second, Gerald Trivia, Nobody Owens and Dan, you're all there. Jen, it's deliberately designed to look like it's inside out, basically. What is the name of this architect in the picture appearing on the cover of Time magazine in 1938? Yeah, that is what it looks like. Did you not go in? Did you not learn about it? All right, so who is that on the cover? I've left the answer on there, haven't I? Oh, look, please tell me you got it. 69.6%. I thought I'd taken the answer off, but his name is on the cover. So look, there's a gimme to say sorry for Sydney. If you didn't get it, I'm so sorry. Right on the cover, I left it there. I did take it off, and I've gone and uploaded the wrong picture. 2 mistakes, but that was a gimme. That was a nice one. All right, Christy T, you're in the lead. Gerald Trivia second. Nobody Owens, James D, Mrs. John Thornton. You lucky people. 39 coming up. The Bahrain World Trade Center was the first skyscraper to feature wind turbines. How much of the building's energy consumption do they supply? Oh, I'm just imagining the 31% of you that saw the answer under your nose and still got it wrong. I should have just said I'd done that deliberately instead of it was a mistake. My fault. Just 11 to 15%, but that's still quite considerable because the amount it produces could light 300 homes or 258 hospitals, 17 industrial plants or 33 car engines, which, I mean, 33 car engines, is that all collective, the whole thing? I don't know. Anyway, it does provide power. And the turbines are actually those bits going between the two buildings. You can't quite see them in the picture, I don't think, but that's where the turbines are as the wind blows through. Christy T still leading the way, and we're hitting question number 40. A true or false question. New York's Freedom Tower is 1,776 feet tall, as a deliberate reference to the year when the United States Declaration of Independence was signed. Is that true or is it false? Now another example of measuring in feet, because that's what they do, and it is true. 60% of you getting it right. Deliberately made to be 1,776 feet tall, as that was the year when the US Declaration of Independence was signed. That's a lovely little bit of trivia for you, isn't it? And if you ever visit the Freedom Tower, I was there obviously when it was being built, but I haven't been since it's topped out. But there you go. Christy T being caught up. Nobody Owens just tucked in behind. Gerald Trivia is right there. Mrs. John Thornton fighting, and James comes back into the top 5 as well. Woo. The Burj Khalifa holds the world record for the longest single running elevator. How many floors does it reach? So this is one elevator. How high does it go? Now, most skyscrapers have multiples, and you have to get out and get out and get out. This has the longest single running elevator, and it reaches an amazing 140 floors, 10 meters per second. If you wanted to go to the observation deck on the 124th floor, it takes a minute from the ground. Phenomenal. Nobody Owens goes into the lead for the first time with 9 questions to go. Christy T drops down to second. James is coming back into third. Gerald Trivia is there, as is Outnumbered. So a couple of regular names here, but will we get a first time winner tonight? Here's number 42. In which country is the world's tallest bridge, the Millau Viaduct, located? Millau? However you pronounce it. Could you imagine, Jen? They must have provision though with that thing. They must have means of rescuing people. France is the correct answer here. 43.2% of you getting it right. It goes over the gorge valley of the Tarn in Millau in southern France. And Nobody Owens holds on to the lead. In fact, builds upon it with Gerald Trivia jumping up into second. Christy in freefall down to third. Outnumbered fourth. Mrs. John Thornton is in fifth. Yeah, can you imagine that? 140 floors. Don't you worry, Warner. You go for 60th place. There is a prize, remember? Always worth carrying on. You never know about those spot prizes. Number 43. What architectural style is this cathedral? Look at the picture. Is it Gothic, Baroque, Romanesque, or Art Deco? It is one of them. And your time, it is up. Let's see how you've answered here. It's Romanesque. 57% of you getting it right. Nobody Owens still holding on to the lead. In fact, not just holding, but building. Seriously building. 250 odd points ahead of Gerald Trivia. Christy T holding on to third place. James is just up and down like a yo-yo at the moment. He's in fifth with Mrs. John Thornton in between him and Christy T holding on to fourth. Top 3 players will get a prize tonight. Oh, it's going to be a close one. I really feel this could go down to the wire, to the last question. Here's number 44. Have a look at the picture. This woman is sitting on top of which skyscraper? She is sitting on top of which skyscraper? Now, you may have seen this in movies. It's often used in movies. I think it was used in Batman Begins or one of the Batman movies. It's the Chrysler Building in New York. 47.4% of you getting that one right. The big old eagles there are hanging off the Chrysler Building, and I'm pretty sure it was Batman, wasn't it, that was sitting up on one of them at one point? Someone help me, I don't know. All right, Nobody Owens. He's doing very well. Out in the lead, 3938. Christy T back into second, 3683. Gerald to Trivia is there. The family Terp into the top 5, 3567. Outnumbered, our reigning champion, holding on to that 5th place. 6 questions to go. Here's number 45. Look at the picture, look at the diagram. What is this part of an arch called? Is it Spider-Man? Spider-Man is up there at some point? That would make sense, I suppose. It's probably been in numerous superhero movies, I'm guessing, right? Right, that is the Keystone at the top, 72.2%. But a silly bit of trivia, they call it the Keystone, that one at the top. But every single one of those stones is as key as the other. I think I watched this on Mythbusters or something like that. So they don't always build it, I'm told, in that manner either. They sort of anyway. It's interesting to read about keystones. Everybody thinks that's the most important one, but they're all as important as each other. Nobody Owens in the lead, 4,071. Christy T, 3787. Gerald to Trivia outnumbered, and Trond for the first time into the top 5 as well. What is the nickname of this building, which is under construction in Iraq and set to become the world's tallest building when it opens in 2025? It's not open yet. Got 4 or 5 years to go. What is it going to be called? Now, this is a monster. It's called the Bride of the Gulf, 1,152 meters high. Looking at you, Wana. 241 floors. It's going to absolutely tower over the Burj Khalifa. It is literally going to be a city in the sky. I mean, if you are a Judge Dredd fan, 2000 AD, you might want to be. If you're British, you will know about this. That is basically Judge Dredd, isn't it? All over. Number 47. Look at the picture. What's the name of this famous theatre? Yeah, it's in Iraq as well, but I mean, there's a lot of money over there, I think, Jen. And probably slightly lack health and safety regulations or something. All right, what's the name of that theatre? That's the Bolshoi Theatre in Moscow. So, you know, that's what it looks like. 15.2% of you getting it right. Nobody Owens is through that 4,000 points and holding on to the lead with just a couple of questions to go. Can they be caught? I don't know. Christy T is there in second. Gerald to Trivia third. Outnumbered 4th, and Trond is in 5th. Top 3 will get prizes, so it's definitely competitive from 2nd down to 5th. But what have we got? 200, 300? You're going to need Nobody Owens to get a couple wrong out of the last 3. Here's number 48. According to the Guinness World Records, how high in meters was the tallest structure built with Lego bricks? You're welcome, Wana. According to the Guinness World Records, how high in meters was the tallest structure built with Lego bricks? Now, is that photo deceptive? Maybe, because the answer is 35 meters and 5 centimeters, achieved by Lego Italia in Milan. I don't know why I put Italy in brackets. Of course, you know Italia. Back in 2015, 550,000 Lego bricks were used to complete the tower, and that is the tower that you can see in the picture there. Nobody Owens, I think, might have this one wrapped up. Outnumbered, though, goes into second, looking for a prize. Christy T, third. Trond, fourth. Wizard of Oz, fifth. Here's your penultimate question. This is number 49. Look at the picture. This tennis match is taking place at the top of which building in Dubai? So where is that tennis match taking place? And your time is up. One of the most famous hotels in the world, the Burj Al Arab. I'm sure most of you know it. The one that's sort of shaped like that. Yeah, I can't really show you like that. Anyway, up there it was Andre Agassi and Roger Federer before the Dubai Open. They had a chance to sort of promote it and go and play up there. Would you do that? Would you like to play up there? I don't know. Right, Nobody Owens, Trond, Christy, Quiz of Oz, outnumbered. That's your top 5. Coming down to the final question, multiple answers. Good luck, everybody. Here is question 50 from 50. Please select 3 buildings that were designed by the famous architect Frank Gehry. Proper scary, Litzer. I mean, you know, they were roped off, but the feeling of playing up there, that was the helipad, actually. They converted it into a tennis court. Right, your time is up. Let's have a look. We were looking for the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Walt Disney Concert Hall, Los Angeles, and the Dancing House Prague, which I actually put his name on the details at the bottom of your screen after the Dancing House question earlier. I wondered whether anyone would pick up on that. So, those were your 3 correct answers. The Sydney Opera House was Jean Utzon, and the Tate Modern was Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, and it is Nobody Owens that takes the win this evening. Congratulations to you, thoroughly deserved, with a monster score of 4,475. 3, 2, 1, and here is your glitter and your sprinkles. Nobody Owens, well done. Whoever you are, we will need to find out. You are our winner, and as we've proven tonight, it's very difficult to reach 5,000 points. Answering super quick as well, Nobody Owens, well done, because 5 minutes and 45 seconds when you're taking the win is pretty darn impressive. Look at this, Quiz of Oz jumps up into second and picks up the second runners-up prize, which will be from Altarito and Trond. I know you're overseas, but I have got a small gift for you. Now, you'll have to let me know what you want me to do, whether you want me to save it for someone to pick up or whatever. I don't know. It's up to you. Just let me know. All right, Christy, outnumbered, Mrs. John Fortin, Family Terp, James D, Gerald to Trivia, and Ruxy round out your top 10. Lots of you managed to get into the top 5 tonight, so I think that worked rather well. Do you not? I think it did. So thank you so much. People already starting to claim the prizes tonight, so this is good. Sue got a 16th place. That's pretty darn good. For any quiz, 16th place is good. So, spot prizes. First, second and third, we know. First, Nobody Owens. Quiz of Oz in second. Trond will pick up a prize for third. And then we are looking for 20th, 40th and 60th. So Jane gets 40th, which is rather good. Gaz have got 25th. No prize there tonight, though, Gary, I'm afraid, mate. Switched it up for 20, 40th and 50th. Good evening to Christina. I forgot to say hello to you. Playing your first ever quiz tonight. That was very rude. I normally say hello to our new players at the start. So, anybody else claiming a prize? Don't worry, Gary. You've got lots of prizes to pick up, Gaz, actually. So, you need to come along to the bar and get them, or send me a message, mate, and I'll package them all up, leave them all together, and whenever you, Jane, or Jamie are passing, you can come and get them. Right, let's head over and have a bit of fun on the lucky wheel. Let's give away a prize on the wheel. If you are a gold or a silver Patreon, we're going to give you a chance to win the Star Wars Millennium Falcon Builders set. So it's going to be a rather nice prize. If you are gold, you're going to be on the wheel 3 times. If you are silver, you will be on the wheel just the once. But everybody's got a good chance of winning here. So Star Wars, we're going to be in one of our favourite buildings, which is Mojo, where I will be coming to very, very, very soon. Okay, I'm going to head off as soon as this quiz is done and bring your prizes down. So do come and see me tonight if you can. And I'm sure some of you will recognise another famous building connected to our prize tonight, which is Jabba's Palace from Star Wars. Rather random, isn't it? But, you know, what you're going to do. Right, let's have a look. We've got you all in alphabetical order, so I want to shuffle you up. Shuffle, 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 and let's just check the timings just to make sure. Right, it's a bit low. Should we go a bit high? Yeah, all right, let's do that. And shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I think that's enough shuffling for one night. All right, Gary is looking for the Millennium Falcon. Well, good luck. Obviously, I have no power over who will win, but I do have power to sing. And here we go. Good luck, you Patreons. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round. Yeah, Gary's after the MF. He doesn't know what he's written. Jen picked up on it. That's fine. Here we go. Slowing down. If it was Gary, everyone's going to think it's a fix. Let's have a look then. See who it's coming round to. It's Maruna, Cornelia, Alina, Craig, Vlad. It's going to get close to Jen, but will it go through? It will. It's on to Christian, but there's another Christian coming up on the outside, and I think it will stop there. Christian Ionescu, yes, you are a winner of the Millennium Falcon. Congratulations to you, my man Christian. As one of our Patreons, you are picking up another prize. Come and get it from me whenever you can, mate, because I will have it down at Mojo. So, all right, what we got coming up? So Wednesday, back with your regular Fast 50 quiz. And the random round of 10 questions included in that general knowledge quiz. And it's going to be one that I think a lot of you will like. Some of you will be like, oh. But it's going to be Ladies Singles Championship at Wimbledon. The Ladies Singles Championship at Wimbledon. And I do have some tennis prizes to give away. So it's a bit of a random one, but I will make it fun as always. So there'll be 10 questions on the Ladies Singles Championship. The Ladies Singles, not the men's. The Ladies Singles Championship at Wimbledon. And that's the history of. Okay, so I'm allowed to write anything from the history of the ladies singles championship at Wimbledon, and then 40 other questions as well. So that will be Wednesday. And then next week is going to be, let me just check the date. Yeah, we're not at Halloween yet. So next week is Aranush. You want to write an F1 quiz, my man? Talk to me. Drop me a line. Okay, so next week is going to be the 50 years one. We're going to do another 50 years of major events, 50 years of major events and history. A bit like the one we did with music. So we will start in 1970, one question per year, all the way up to the present day. That's going to be fun. Thank you to George who has written that one. The following week will be our Halloween quiz with some spooky prizes. We'll encourage you to dress up. Maybe I will. And we'll maybe have a photo contest or something like that to give away more prizes if you decide to dress up and have a bit of a Halloween party. Right, as I have said with your prizes, I've got them at Mojo, but we are going to start recycling them from the 1st of November after Halloween. So if you have won prizes, and you can't pick them up for whatever reason, but you want them, you must tell me. You must tell me. Just send me a message and I will make sure they are safe. Now, thank you to those of you who have done it, who have got very good reasons that you can't get them. Your prizes are safe. I will keep them. But the others, we're going to recycle them because they are costing a lot of money and there's lots of people that want them. So I want to give them away. You can come and meet me. I will be in about 1 hour down at Mojo tonight. You can come down there, see me, pick up your prizes from tonight or any other quiz, and you can pick them up for other people. Just drop me a line and come and see me. We've got them there for you. So if you want to pick them up on another date when I'm not there, tell me what you want to get and I will put them in a lovely little bag or a pile and they will be there safe and ready for you to get. All right, quiz is over. I hope you enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed it. I hope that wasn't too difficult for you. And if it was, I hope you still had fun anyway. That's been your Architecture and Famous Buildings quiz. I've been Mark, your quiz master. I will see some of you in about an hour's time. Otherwise, I will see the rest of you on Sunday and I'll do the, on Wednesday, and I'll do the write-up for you tomorrow morning, if that's okay, because I want to get straight down to Mojo. Thank you so much for playing, everybody, and good night.